The neighborhood of Brookside, for me, is a wonderful neighborhood filled with people from all walks of life. But in this community, they live by the codes of the streets and its survival. We're at ground zero here.
Brookside Community Church exists to engage the brokenness of this neighborhood in a very tangible, real, visible way to bring about unity and peace together as we pursue Jesus. And we need to reclaim this neighborhood back to be our neighborhood so that we can create stability for families, to be a light for the city. The Brookside Community Development Corporation programming is all about exposure and bringing hope to these individuals that desperately need it. Bringing hope to these kids, bringing hope to ex-offenders, bringing hope to families in a very powerful way to see true transformation happen in this neighborhood. Play, reentry, and housing have everything to do with giving individuals in this neighborhood hope so that they can see that they could break the cycle of generational poverty.
Trauma, it's something that just transcends childhood. What we're realizing is our kids don't realize they come from trauma. They think this is the standard. They think this is the norm for everyone, and it's not. Play has that power and that potential to move a child out of his or her trauma into a place where they can experience true development. We try to have a caring adult relationship, which is a consistent volunteer who is there working with our kids, on a weekly basis, who's loving them, who's getting to know them, who's investing in them personally.
So often people come into their lives and then they're gone. And to have a consistent adult or someone that they know will always be there, no matter what, playing with them, reading to them, loving on them, I think it develops a trust that they can lean on and learn from.
Okay, you guys all know this is a rug, but we're gonna pretend it's a robe, okay? And the reason I liked it is look at all the colors in my robe.
We help them, keep them out of trouble and keep them active and doing stuff that kids need to be doing, staying off the street and keeping them inside Brookside. They're safe. We always give them something positive to do.
It's pretty significant for us to be able to have 60 plus volunteers a week coming down and working with our 40 kids. They're speaking life and encouragement and giving hope to these kids that may not experience it otherwise. But the greatest thing, man, is that we get a clear picture of how even as children, they can start to impact their families and their school and their neighborhood just by following Christ's example.
Reentry to us is a person who is reentering or trying to reenter back in a different way, in a positive way. And so as a church body that sits in the heartbeat of this community, we are passionate and we are moved by the gospel of Jesus Christ to step towards a human being as they return back to society.
Every single person who draws breath has a need to belong. You belong, I belong, literally just as we are.
It's been my experience that this partnership provides a platform of brokenness. And so men who perhaps have never had a positive experience in community, that now becomes a learning experience where I now have to learn how to let somebody in. I have to learn how to trust somebody. I have to learn how to let somebody help me. People come in at wherever they're at. They hear the Word of God preached, we break a little bread together, and next thing you know, we're having a conversation downstairs, and folks are just sharing life. Housing for returning citizens, it's a straight up challenge in Indianapolis. The Isaiah House provides housing it provides employment opportunities, and it provides a whole host of life skills that go along with it.
It's nothing but love. It's family. They don't look at you as your crime. They don't look at you as your past. They don't look at you as disabled because you've never done anything. They look at you as a brother who needs help.
I believe Brookside Community Church has saved my life because once you feel like you're needed and wanted by other people, you start becoming a more productive member of society instead of withdrawing and becoming nothing.
We're standing here with our open arms and we're saying, welcome home, brother. Let's walk life out and let's walk it out through the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Brookside Community Development Corporation desires to do a lot more than just help in youth development and reentry. We want to be able to stabilize the families that come alongside of us to bring them hope further past just the help that we can provide for them. This empty lot is a perfect example of one of 4 lots that Purdue University is helping us to create a plan around our housing initiative with. Their senior design class is serving us in building drawings and plans of duplexes and single-family homes so that we can build these homes to create stability for families in our neighborhood. If we were to invest in some housing and we were to take those houses and rehab them and bring programming and services around families, that's how we are going to fight the generational poverty and the brokenness of this neighborhood. Brookside Community Church and our Community Development Corporation desire to seek partnerships out that are not just financial. We want them to be more than just financial partners. We want them to be transformational givers. Some of the best partners that we have not only give to us, but they give of their time to our kids in after-school play, or they become a consistent kitchen help, or they become a tutor in our programming.
We really don't think the word partnership does it justice. We like to use the word family because what we have is deeper than just partnering together. We are 100% committed to helping each other become everything that God's called us to be. What's really rich about our relationship is we have our people that get to go down and serve alongside the people of Brookside Church. It really gives our people a chance to experience things that are outside of their comfort zone, but it also gives us a chance for 2 people that might not have a lot in common to come together under the commonality of Jesus.
We need to reclaim this neighborhood back to be our neighborhood so that we can create stability for families and see this jewel of this neighborhood and the diversity that God's given us to be a light for the city.
I like to think that God is doing this tremendous work in this community, not because of any individual. It's because people are coming together and bringing their gifts, they're bringing their weaknesses, and they're laying them before each other and saying, man, I need you. And that's how Christ called us to live, in family.
I want my family to expand. I want my family to grow. I want my family to feel dignified. I want my family to know that they are my family and that I'm theirs.